This is a video about the new Essentials 5th edition guide and how I have assembled it and how I plan to use it for my daughter for the next couple of years. So what I have here is the new 5th edition curriculum guide. I found that it fit really nicely in a 2-inch binder, and I pretty much assembled it exactly as it came. I put it in, I used the tabs that they provided, and that was really simple. I will put my copy of the writing schedule right here on top so that I always have it. So that's that. Over here, what fit in, I believe this is maybe a 1.5-inch binder. I have the solutions and the student packet all in here together. So I just used these little sticky tabs and I tabbed my solutions and the student packet. So after the table of contents, it just starts with the charts. So I have that tabbed charts. After that, I have the editing exercises tabbed. And then these are the editing exercise solutions. You can see they've kind of highlighted the errors that would need to be corrected. And then after that, starting with tab number 3 here, is the weekly sentences for them to use on the analytical task sheet. It's got the sentence parsed and marked and how it should be marked for the quid et quo. So I just have each week tabbed here all the way through to tab 15, or excuse me, tab 24. And then after that, I have the student packet. So I just put it all in one binder together. The student packet starts with the blank charts as opposed to the completed kind of green and white charts that you have here at the front of the solutions guide. There's the blank charts, the editing exercises that the students can use. I have a tab for the blank analytical task sheet, a tab for the blank quid et quo, and a tab for the blank spelling practice pages. So all of this is here. My plan as a parent and a tutor is for the guide to come to class with me on community day, and for my solutions guide and student packet to stay at home. This is almost like, you know, the teacher's guide or the answer key for when we're working on things together. So this probably will not come to community day with me. This will. So I used these two sources, the solutions guide and the curriculum guide, and I took it to a local Office Depot, and I used the CC discount to put together my child's essentials binder. She takes this every week to community with her, and then she also uses it at home. So this has everything that she needs at home and in class for essentials. And so it's all in a 2-inch binder as well. I have a pencil pouch here right at first. When you first open it, it's got dry erase markers, pens, pencils, her dice for number knockout, her dry erase eraser. So this is all here. If you have a left-handed child, I would advise using wet erase markers, those vis-a-vis markers, so that as they write, their hand doesn't erase what they've written. The writing schedule is right here on top. And then I have a few pages here that might not completely be necessary, but I have them in here just in case we need them. So this is page 321 from the curriculum guide. It's just this little abbreviation. Sorry for the glare. It's just an abbreviation, little cheat sheet here for when you're parsing sentences. This is page 30, and this is page 31, kind of in here as a double page spread. Just the scope and sequence. And I used this information to place my charts behind these numbered tabs that I'll get to in a minute. This is also copied from the curriculum guide. I made copies of pages 317 through 320. These are the weekly sentences that they will use to diagram and parse on their analytical task sheet at home. And all of the solutions to these sentences are here in the solutions guide. Not everybody likes to dictate the sentences. Some people just like to have their child flip and look at the sentences, so that's why they're here, just in case we choose to do that. And then I have copied here page 322 through about page 331, I believe, that just kind of covers like a cheat sheet of how to complete each task on the Analytical Task Sheet. And then I have a double page spread of the Quid et Quo copied from the student packet. So this is here. I did not purchase any of the new trivium tables that were released with the 5th edition, but if I choose to, it would probably be this one that has the Quid et Quo on it, just because that might be a little easier to use than what's provided with the guide. But this is what we're going to start with, and we'll go from there. Now I have my number tabs. So each number represents 1 week of class. So behind tab number 1 is everything she'll need for week 1. This is just like the little question confirmation cheat sheet, and it actually is included almost like a back cover for the curriculum guide. So I just copied this, did a color copy, and put that here. And then I started my charts. So I make sure that all of my charts end up as a double page spread with the completed, filled out solutions guide green and white copy on the left, and the blank student packet copy on the right, because my child is right-handed. If you have a left-handed child, you might want to switch this so that where they're going to be writing is on the side with their dominant hand. So I have this positioned like this. So here's chart A. You can flip. Here's chart B. You'll notice that the student packet chart B isn't blank. These charts that aren't blank are for attending and not for memorizing. So I included both just to keep everything even, so that my completed is always on the left and the blank is on the right. So because the scope and sequence listed charts A and B is going with week 1, I filed them behind tab number 1. This is her week 1 editing exercise. Everything's in these plastic page protectors. And then I pulled from the IEW student history-based writing lesson book each checklist that she'll need for each week. And of course, that's found on the schedule that you will receive from your tutor. And that is also in a page protector. So as she works, as she does a keyword outline, a rough draft, her final copy, all of that will just go in this page protector as she works. So the night before community, we will make sure her final copy is in here. If she did an illustration, we will make sure that that's in here. Everything will be in here so that when she takes her binder to class, she has all of her charts, her pencils, her eraser, her dice, and her paper, so that she can turn it in, read it to the class, whatever she needs to do with it. It's all there. So behind tab 2, I have everything for week 2. I will move the charts from previous weeks to the current week. So eventually all the charts beginning with A going all the way through will be together, so that I can tell her, hey, turn to your preposition chart, and she can just flip to it in that week, so that everything she's working on for that week is in the current week. So you can see as I move her charts, once these get moved, then chart C, completed, and blank will be there next to each other, so that she can look at it, or we can take the completed one out and she'll be working from memory to complete the blank side. So that is how I just have each week done. It's got the charts for the week, the editing exercise, and the checklist all right there together. And these the student book from IEW comes so that you can just tear it out and then just cut right along the line, tear it right out of the book. Some people don't like to do that. It doesn't bother me. So we just tear it out. I cut along the line and slide it in this page protector so that everything's there, and we can just write on everything with our dry erase markers, and it's done. Behind this last little tab that I had left over, I have included some pages from the old student resource packet that IEW doesn't really require anymore, but I found it to be really helpful. So this is just a big cumulative list of ly adverbs, some information about how to do who which clauses, a list of strong verbs, lists of quality adjectives, just all of these little, almost like a cheat sheet that she could just flip to, and it will help her with dress ups and sentence openers and all of that as we go through. So this, like I said, covers everything that she needs for home and in community. It's all here, and it lives in her backpack, and we just pull it out, work in it, and put it back there when we're done. So that's pretty much it. I hope you found this helpful, and have a great day.